This is Rich Clark with the Georgia delegation to Tampa. And these last 2 days, the convention hasn't even started, and these last 2 days have been absolutely exhausting. Of course, we had a lot of events. We had the Ron Paul rally yesterday, but it started off the day yesterday with our brunch with our Georgia GOP. And I mean, it wasn't really the most riveting affair, and my counterpart in the delegation got there, my roommate, and he arrived late from his flight and went and checked into his room. So I left the meeting and went up to bring my bags in and whatnot, and we were going to go back down for the delegation picture afterward. And in the meantime, the chairperson asked everyone to stand who would not sign a pledge to vote for Mitt Romney, because most of our delegations voted bound to Newt, who released us. And I was gone, Oleg was gone, so Catherine was the only delegate left to stand, and she stood boldly, Catherine Bernard, and defended herself even when she was attacked by the chairman from the stage. And then today at the breakfast, the chairman stood up and said that there are 4 people in the delegation who would not sign the pledge, and that she's very disappointed because now Georgia couldn't put in a united ballot, and Georgia, it's the first time Georgia hasn't united since 1980 something or something like that, and she said that this isn't a libertarian party. These people coming in here are not supporting the party and whatnot, and to that, there was a standing ovation, and she named us by name, each person that didn't sign. So afterward, we were bombarded by people trying to convince us to vote for Romney. There are 76 people in our delegation. Right now, it's 4 that will not sign and want to abstain. So that's not good enough. They can't have 72 to 70, to 4. It has to be 100%. So I expect for them to pull something to try and remove our delegate status at some point in the next 24 hours. And hopefully that won't happen. But that's what's going on down here, folks. I imagine the same's happening in every state. And it's just crazy. There's to be no dissent amongst the ranks. And he's not even our nominee yet. That's what I keep telling people. He's not the nominee. He's not the nominee until the delegates gather and vote him the nominee. After he becomes the nominee, maybe things can be different. But as for right now, we have to support our candidate. And we're allowed to vote our conscience. And they just don't want to hear it. And by the way, if Romney loses in 2000 and in November, they're going to blame us. They're going to blame Ron Paul people. I mean, they're already doing that. So, it's win-win for them. Alright, that's all. Signing off. Rich Clark.